A look at the Spring Mountains surrounding beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Hello and welcome to the NBA Cup Championship. I'm Kevin Harlan, and joining me are Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and we'll hear from Allie LaForce on the sideline. I'll tell you guys, this has become one interesting event.
Yeah, even though it's still the regular season, this is a chance to put a stake in the ground saying, hey, we're the best team in the league right now. One of these teams is going to come away with that level of confidence.
Here with, and now in the first half of December, more games under our belt. The power rankings starting to take shape. You look at Miami, they're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
Well, right now for the Warriors, they've got the best record in the conference. No surprise they're making a big push in the power rankings. They're looking very much like a title contender.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. Black is out there with Desmond Bane. And it's Daniels in at the 3. And for Golden State, MP out there with Curry. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Sanders. And it's Towns in at the 5, roaming the paint. And Greg, this one-off championship game, how does that change the strategy for these coaches?
Kevin, I think you're going to see some tighter rotations. I think the stars play a little more. Maybe a curveball game plan-wise as well. But it is also great prep for the postseason.
And how about this run to the NBA Cup Championship for MP? From the start, he's made a point to tell us he wants the cup.
And his play has been incredible. The MP's led this team. It's been about more than what he's done on the floor. He's also led by example. And tonight for MP, it's all about enjoying the moment, playing to your potential, and hoisting that trophy.
Sanders passes to MP. And stolen by Daniels.
We just took it, son.
To the inside. And stolen by Kuzma. Here's Towns. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Zadorus with his diverse offensive repertoire. Karl Anthony Towns is a matchup nightmare.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the reason being, he's right. He's one of the greatest shooting bigs in history, but the man is a great straight-line driver. Good luck checking him. Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
Daniels from outside. And it's MP with the rebound. Outside, Towns. It's stolen by Banchero. Bane with it. Now defended by MP. The shot's good. And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Orlando.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Bane passes to Carter. And it's out of bounds to the Magic as Orlando will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Porzingis is checked in for Golden State. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Well, MP in the last matchup against Dallas, he just played phenomenal. He contributed 42 points, and he didn't waste any of his chances, putting up an impressive field goal percentage. Truly, one of the most exceptional performances we've seen in recent memory. A monster night for him. Back to you.
Nice work there, Allie. Thank you. In stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
Well, when you're coming off a game like he had, you know the difference tonight. They're going to load up against him. They're going to try to take him out of his rhythm early.
Here's Black. The Magic again can't hit. The Warriors leading. A kick out to Towns. Golden State moving the ball around. MP outside. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
You have to be willing to take the mid-range, folks. It makes your game that much more dynamic. MP showing you he's got that.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Moody's checked in for Golden State. Dort comes in for Stephen Curry. Well, a chance to check out some stats for Paolo Banchero.
And you can see the surge in his level of confidence lately just by looking at that true shooting percentage. It's been moving straight up in the past 5 games. I think he's feeling.
Warriors leading by 3. MP outside. From 20 feet out. Good. MP's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Boy, his shot looks deadly right now. Already, he's hit 3 of 4 to start.
Back to Highland. 41 seconds left here in the first quarter. Didn't think that was going to go in.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Johnson outside. Pass to Highland. Richardson outside. Sharp sets the pick for Richardson. Just 3 to shoot. Highland misses. MD fires from way outside. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Welcome back, everyone, to this NBA Cup championship game. The second quarter is just beginning here. What do you guys think about the Warriors here so far?
They set a physical tone in the first, and that really showed on the backboard.
I think it's why they hold the lead here early, because they're controlling the flow of the game with those second chance opportunities.
And so in the game for the Magic, they've got Richardson. He's out there with Bones Highland. Desmond Bane out there with Sharp. And there are the Warriors now with another bucket.
By the time this young man is done, MP could be one of the great scorers we've ever seen.
MP against Highland. Here's Richardson. The Warriors pull it in. MP's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Moody with it. Now defended by Bane. Count that one for Dort.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them. Yeah, when you attack in the painted area, good things tend to happen.
And the Warriors making a change here. Sanders is checked in. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
You look at MP, he'll have a spot in the contest if he can hang out of the number 4 spot in the voting. And with his skills, you know he'll have a shot to win it if he can make it in.
He's going to have a great shot. And Kevin, he's going to give it everything he's got if he can make it into the contest. I bet his dunks have some serious thought being put into them.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going.
Boy, this guy making the most of his chances here, really giving his team a lift.
Towns, he's checked in for the Warriors. Then for the Magic, Banchero's checked in for Sharp. Tyson Daniels comes in for Richardson. And it's Anthony Black in for Highland. Daniels passes to Bane. There's the pick. Inside. One interesting note about tonight's game. Unlike the rest of the Cup, Greg, this does not count towards the regular season standing.
Yeah, so each of these teams will play an extra game during the season. But, hey, you ask these guys, and they don't mind at all. Got to contest MP from out there. he is more than capable from three.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks. Well, Paolo Banchero has the Seattle skyline
Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
And the basket by MP.
Boy, he is just doing it all right now. And the more the ball goes through the net, the more his confidence grows.
Yep, that one goes in there. Black's got 5 points in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
MP outside. Outside for Curry. Back to MP. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Curry's got 3 assists now in this one. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Richardson finds Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
You can see in the movement there the athleticism Wendell Carter Jr. possesses. Really solid cut after setting the screen.
MP, that's for 2. Off target from the wing.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. That's in his wheelhouse for sure.
Pass to Black. Launches it. Carter. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Now just a 2-point Warrior lead.
Just beast mode on the glass there. He was not going to be denied on that play.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Warriors lead by 2. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
Welcome, folks. For the West, Victor Wembanyama.
Tremendous effort lately for this guy. Victor, 7'4". This dude is 7'4". Folks, I mentioned because skills-wise, he's kind of like a small forward.
Lots of great NBA players from France, but he has a good shot at being the best of that group. And now let's talk Golden State. They're in an even matchup through one half of play.
Tonight is what we've been waiting for, man. This is really the biggest game thus far in the season. Fans are loving it. It's now really a new favorite time.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third...
You can feel the excitement. It's Las Vegas through and through. Thanks for joining us, everyone. We got the second half of the Cup Championship on 2K Sports. If you look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And that's going to be a turnover. They called for 8 seconds.
The ball goes to Orlando.
And now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard to see which teams over the last month have been best at scoring points off turnovers. The Warriors, 4th.
They're taking advantage of every mistake that their opponents are making. I mean, they're really converting points off those turnovers.
Kyle Kuzma is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's MP. And it's Sanders in at the small forward. That's the Warriors' 5. MP drills the 3.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Now Black, 12 points for him. Pass to Bane. From the arc, drains it from beyond the arc. Bane's got 5 now.
And if you want to get those 3 points back, go to one of your best shooters.
Down low. And Kuzma slams it in.
That's what we call a power finish. There's no such thing as gentle for the big man.
Now, here's Banchero. Guarded by Kuzma. Here's Black. And it's off from 3-point range. Warriors leading by 4. So, GA, when you think about Steph Curry's legacy, he changed the way the NBA game is played.
Man, it is hard to find a player who's had the impact of a Steph Curry, making us rethink what is possible. Curry's endless range has really inspired a generation.
Here's Black. Second shot opportunity, and Carter lays it up and in. 6 points for him.
Let's remember, Wendell Carter Jr. is a force on the offensive glass. Use that height, use that athleticism, young sir.
MP outside, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. Now we get a chance to check out the standings out east already. We are in December. You look at Orlando. They're fourth in the conference and looking to make a move the latter part of the season.
And I think for the Magic, they've done a good job staying relevant this season. I mean, I was concerned they'd suffer a drop-off, but give them credit. They've hung in here in this playoff race.
Resiliency has been crucial for this team. Anytime it looks like they may start to drag a little bit, they've picked it back up and stayed in the hunt.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Warriors. They've led by as many as 11 points. Good, and it's MP picking up the assist. MP's got 5 assists tonight.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. There's the lob to Carter. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
In his vicinity, I promise you, Carter Jr. is going to catch the basketball.
MP kicks to Curry. Back to MP. That 3 off the mark.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Carter. Oh, yes, he did. 5 up and 5 down for him so far.
Just terrific offense right there. Carter Jr. almost automatic from that spot.
Outside Curry. From deep. Orlando grabs the miss.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
3-pointer. And it's Curry with the rebound. MP against Carter. And the basket by MP. MP's got 8 here in the quarter.
The desire to win, it fuels MP. He doesn't let anything get in his way.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He's going to take his chance to talk to his guy. So a new group on the floor for Orlando. The story from beyond the arc. Here's who's leading in that category across the NBA. MP is number 1.
He is as automatic as they come from behind the arc. And that shooting ability makes him an option every trip down the floor.
Sharp with a screen on Curry. Richardson against Curry. Here's Richards. And then Sharp with the dunk.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Control the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take. Boy, how about that pass? He put it right where it needed to be.
Highland against MP. Orlando grabs the miss.
This guy's such a talented finisher, but the D does just enough.
The wide open look here for Highland. And the 3 ball is good. Highland's got 7.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
If I'm playing with MP right now and I have the basketball, I am finding that guy.
Pass to Highland. Off target from outside. And the game still closely contested as we enter the third quarter. Warriors ahead. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great...
for the Warriors. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Porzingis. Curry comes in for George. And MP subbed in for Dunn. Orlando leading by 9. So on the floor for Orlando. Down low, it's Banchero and Carter. Richardson is out there with Anthony Black. And it's Daniels in at the 3, the small forward.
What's up,
three-pointer. Good.